Welcome back! Now we can all agree that Destiny's exotics are special, but only a select few are truly iconic, elevated to god tier status, forever etched into our hearts and minds. And Hawkmoon is one such exotic, and it makes its triumphant return in Beyond Light. In this video we'll be looking at 10 Beyond Light facts that'll make your puny brain
grow fat from knowledge.
So yeah, let's effing well do this. But first a word from this video's sponsor, Boost Gaming. A brand new site where you can purchase all your digital top-ups, which you can then spend on your favourite platform. And each purchase supports this channel. Now, Boost Gaming is approved by all the platform leaders, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo and more, so you can purchase with peace of mind. Now, any purchase is ready to use instantly and there's no need to store payment info on the website. So yeah, why not pick up an Xbox Ultimate Games Pass and enjoy access to hundreds of amazing Xbox games? Or you can treat your loved ones to a cheeky gift card this Christmas. If it's a digital top-up you're after, Boost Gaming is the place to go, US and UK only. So yeah, click the link in the description box below and get boosting. Every purchase through my link supports this channel. Nice one. Right then, let's get on with this video's 10 Beyond Light facts. Number 10. Now, we all know that the exotic pulse rifle No Time to Explain can summon a portal that shoots bullets from another dimension. Yeah, I know it sounds mental, but did you know that warlocks can stack the portal with their very own Arc Soul buddy, turning your guardian into a one-man army? Yeah, who needs skill when you have two auto turrets doing your dirty work for you? Filthy, degenerate warlocks. Don't believe the hype, they're not noble, they are scum. I mean, just look at this carnage. And just in case you were curious, the catalyst for No Time to Explain makes your portal fire bullets faster. Number 9. Prince Emo returns. Yes, the dude that killed Cade is back. So it's time for sweet revenge, right? Well, it's a little more complicated than that. You see, a resurrected guardian has no recollection of past memories, so old Princey Poo will simply have no memory of his murderous deed. In fact, we see him helping out Osiris, so yeah, expect the lines between good and evil to be somewhat blurred. Now, I still say we kill him. He messed up our boy Cade. What else do you expect me to say? Unless he gives me an exotic engram, and then, yeah, all is forgiven. Number 8. We finally get dark mode for our menus. Bungie, our tired, strained eyeballs, thank you. And yes, loading in and login screens are also now dark mode. Number 7. Check it out, there's a new quest kiosk in the tower next to the postmaster. This is where your discarded quests now go. And for all you curious veteran players out there, you can also access the new Light quest from this kiosk to see how new guardians are introduced to the game. You'll get to meet a brand new character, Shorhan, who will basically act as a tutorial guide. Now, it's not often that we get to meet new characters, so yeah, I'll definitely run this quest at some point in the season just to say hello. And can we appreciate just how beautiful the newly revamped Cosmodrome looks? Now, this has always been my favourite location in Destiny, so I can't wait to see how Bungie has spruced things up. And we also get a new exotic kiosk in the tower next to the vault. This is where you'll be able to acquire old exotic, legendary, pinnacle and pursuit weapons that you may have missed from previous seasons, but they will cost you quite a bit to purchase. You'll need glimmer, destination materials, masterworking materials and an exotic cipher or ascendant shard. Now fret not, if you don't have any exotic ciphers, Xur will offer a quest to earn one exotic cipher every week. And if you want old raid weapons, you'll need to acquire a new currency called Spoils of Conquest, which can only be earned from completing current raids. Number 6. When Beyond Light launches, every single Sparrow will now summon instantly. Yep, this is now just an intrinsic Sparrow perk. If your Sparrow already has this perk, you can dismantle it and pull another one from your collections. This way you'll get an extra perk and still retain that instant summon speed. And speaking of Sparrows, Twitch Prime has an exclusive Ice Sparrow to get you in the mood for the snowy tundras of Europa. And once you've claimed it, visit Amanda Holiday in the tower to collect it, and as you can see, it has a rather chilly boost animation, which is pretty cool. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Number 5. Sweat Lords rejoice. All Trials weapons now have an Adept version which drop from the Flawless Trials chest. Now, Masterworking an Adept weapon grants you a +3 boost for all stats. You can also earn Adept mods from Flawless chests which add a further +10 boost for a specific stat, for example range. A different Adept mod drops each week, Adept weapons drop every 2 weeks. And yes, there's also an Adept weapon shader to prove just how sweaty you are. Number 4. Now let's talk about the new power chase. The new hard cap is 1250, the new pinnacle cap is 1260, and the new Trials of Osiris power requirement is 1210. And check this out, you'll have a chance to earn powerful rewards right up until you hit the hard cap of 1250, PvP from just grinding normal activities like Strikes, Gambit and Crucible. That's the good news. And here's the bad news. The gear that you get from vendor tokens and collections will have a lower power than in previous seasons. So gear earned through tokens will be 20 power below your current level, and gear acquired through collections will be capped at 1050 power. Number 3. When Beyond Light launches, Sunshot is the only hand cannon that will fire at a rate of 150 rounds per minute. All other 150 RPM hand cannons will be nerfed to 140 RPM. So yeah, keep your eye on this exotic hand cannon. Also, my beloved 600 RPM auto rifles are getting nerfed. The damage per bullet has been reduced from 15.75 to 14.25. And thank God Mountaintop is getting nerfed because it basically broke the Crucible. It's getting reduced splash damage, velocity and in-air accuracy. And yes, that's the sound of a million PvP sweatlords sobbing into their manga body pillows. Number 2. Guys, check it out. Those kind folk at Xbox UK actually sent me an early Xbox Series X, so I thought it would be fun to boot this bad boy up and do some loading time comparisons for Destiny between the Xbox One X and the Xbox Series X. Let's go. So then the left screen shows an Xbox One X loading Destiny 2 from the dashboard, and the right screen shows the Xbox Series X also loading Destiny 2 from the dashboard, and I have to say the difference in speed is staggering. Now, it takes the Xbox Series X less than 39 seconds to reach the character select screen, whereas the Xbox One X takes 3 minutes and 14 seconds. That is a huge difference. Now, I also ran a test to see how long each console would take to load into the tower from orbit, and again there was a huge difference in load time. Xbox One X took 1 minute 26 seconds and the Series X took only 51 seconds. So yeah, next gen load times are far less painful to sit through. Now, as you can see, the Xbox Series X has reached the character select screen in 39 seconds. The Xbox One X has so much longer to go. Like I said, it's like 3 minutes and 14 seconds, but we ain't gonna hang around for that because it's well boring. Number 1. The iconic Hawkmoon is back, so let's talk about it. So then, Hawkmoon started out as one of the many PlayStation 4 exclusive items way back when Destiny 1 first launched in 2014. Now, this was kind of a big deal because Hawkmoon was the only weapon in the game to have this perk combination, Luck in the Chamber and Holding Aces. An absolutely beastly combo that applied additional damage to 3 random bullets, which, if they all stacked together, could actually one-tap in the Crucible. Its range, its mag, its lethal perk combo made this the dominant PvP weapon for 5 months, until it was eventually nerfed in February 2015 and again in December 2015. Well, Bungie announced that Hawkmoon is making a return in Beyond Light, but it won't have either Luck in the Chamber or Holding Aces, which begs the question, can this exotic really be called Hawkmoon if it doesn't have that iconic perk combination? Bungie says it has a bold new vision for Hawkmoon that will move the randomness of the original perk combo in a different direction. What exactly this means is a bit of a mystery. According to game director Luke Smith, Hawkmoon is currently being playtested and will have an awesome quest to acquire it. I'll be keeping a close eye on this one. Bonus content.
Hello again, you gorgeous creatures. Now you may be thinking to yourself, MoreConsole, why are you standing in front of a camera with an exotic engram? Well, I'm gonna tell you, because today I'm opening a particularly special exotic package. It's such a special occasion that I've got a 2 camera set up. So let me just grab my other camera. Here we go. Here it is. Right here, let's switch to that right now and check it out. Here's my ghetto setup. I've got a camera, I've got a bright light down there, and check it out. Look what's going on behind the camera. We got Master Chief, we got Cade, we got Doom Guy, we got my little Go, we got some engrams, and check this out, guys. A blast from the past, Destiny 1 beta access, spring 2014. That really does bring back some memories, but that's not why we're here. This is why we are here. This beautiful little package. Now, I know what's inside the package, but I haven't seen it yet, so we are going to open this together. I'm super hyped for this. Right, guys, here it is. The box. Now, like I said, I know what's inside here, but I haven't actually seen it for myself, so we're going to do the grand reveal together. I've made slits for ease of access, so let me just grab this, and here we go. I'm super hyped for this, and boom! Right, there it is, guys. The Xbox Series X. And wait, can I just say, actually, check out the packaging that's coming. That's actually awesome. Right, let's have a little look at the box. We've got the Xbox Series X. We got 4K 120 frames per second. Oh my god, I'm so hyped for that. At last, next gen gaming is finally here. I know you console players are going to be hyped for that. We got 1 terabyte of storage. We've got a solid state drive for those super fast load times. So yeah, that's awesome. And let me just actually pop this open. Check it out. Oh, I just love the packaging that this thing came in. Right, what we're going to do now is have a look at this in more detail. Let's go. Now, guys, you saw the front of the box. Here's the back of the box. Master Chief in all his glory. Power your dreams. Now, if I'm honest, I'm kind of gutted that Halo Infinite got pushed back, but it's going to be a better game because of it, so it's all good. And just in case you were curious, here's the side of the box. 4K, 120 frames per second, 1 terabyte solid state drive, 8K HDR, VRR, variable refresh rate. We've also got Xbox Velocity architecture and 4K Blu-ray. This is true next-gen gaming, hurrah! And here's the other side of the box. We got the Xbox Series X with a controller. And here's the top of the box. Right, now let's open it. So guys, let us unbox the Xbox. Let's do this. Now I've made the appropriate slits so that I can simply lift the lid and hey presto, boom. There we go, power your dreams. Gorgeous, I love it, love the packaging. Now I've got to say, actually this looks a lot smaller than I expected it to look. From all the other videos I've seen, this actually looks bigger. In real life it actually looks pretty tiny. My hand actually covers the whole width of this thing. Absolutely loving that. So yeah, there you go, that's the Xbox inside there obviously. I'm guessing there's some more stuff in here. Yep. We have the cables, as you'd expect, and this is obviously the controller. Okay then, right, let's look at all of this now in more detail. Power your effing dreams. Okay, so guys, here we are, up close and personal with the Xbox Series X. Now, in the top left here, we can see the power button, and yes, don't you worry, we're going to be turning this on and off to see what it looks like and sounds like. We've got the disc slot here. Obviously, this is the eject button for that. And in the bottom right here, we've got the sensor button so you can sync up your controller. We've got a USB port for ease of access. Now, check out the top here. The top has this really beautiful air vent. Now, do you guys suffer from trypophobia? Because if you do, this is going to freak you out. Trypophobia is a fear of holes. I really do like the kind of green in the holes as well. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section below, is this freaking you out? Do you suffer from trypophobia? I personally don't. I think it's quite a weird thing to be scared of, but a lot of people do. So let me know in the comment section below. Now, if we actually turn the bottom up here, we can see it has a stand that it sits on. And if we look at the side, it's got some like nubs, so you can actually stand it on its side as well. 4 of those, so you can actually tip it on its side if that's how you prefer it. But like I said, in real life, this does look a lot smaller. It's a really, aesthetically, it's very pleasing to me. It's like it's just a nice, solid, black, rectangular, cuboid kind of thing. And yes, I may have had 1 or 2 beers while opening this, but can you blame me? It's an exciting time to be a gamer. What we're going to do now is we're going to have a look at the back of this thing. Right then, this is the business end of the console. So what do all these holes do? Well, this is for your HDMI cable, this is for your power cable, this is for your internet cable. We also have 2 super speed USB ports, so that's 3 USB ports in total, 2 on the back here, 1 on the front that I showed you a bit earlier. And here is the storage expansion slot, and this is where you'll put in your storage expansion card so that you can get an extra 1 terabyte of storage space on your Xbox Series X so that you can, download all those games that you're going to be playing on your next gen console. And here's the Xbox Series X on its side. I know that that's how a lot of people will actually choose to display their Xbox Series X console, and I've actually plugged it in. So what I'm going to do now is turn it on. This is the first time that I'm turning on an Xbox Series X console. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see what it sounds like. Here we go. Lovely stuff. It was a nice, short, swift beep, followed by, well, a glowing Xbox circle. So there you go. That's what the Xbox Series X looks like turned on. Unfortunately, I can't actually show you any games or anything until a little bit later on. But yeah, that's what the Xbox Series X looks like turned on. Actually, do you know what? Let me just turn this on again, because I want to do a little bit of a sound test for how the vents sound when this thing is actually on. So let me just turn it on again. So we get the beep. And honestly, it doesn't make any sound at all. We've got some kind of like air coming out of the vents here, as you'd expect. But it is, to all intents and purposes, it's silent. It really isn't making any noise at all. So let me just, so that's great. That's awesome. It looks nice, aesthetically pleasing little black, unassuming black box. And it doesn't really make any noise too. Let me just turn it on off as well, just so you can hear what it sounds like when it's off. There we go, and it's gonna go to sleep. So there you go, that's what it sounds like. I didn't hear any kind of like noise from it, which is great. So yeah, let's move on to the controller. Next up, we have the brand new Xbox controller. Now you may be thinking to yourself, hang on, this looks exactly the same as the old controller. Well, there are some significant changes. First up, we have the dedicated share button right here, and this allows you to seamlessly share your recordings and your screenshots. We also have the new hybrid D-pad, which allows for more fluid motion control. So for example, if you're playing a fighting game like Street Fighter, you can do your Hadoukens more easily. Now, if we just like flip the controller here, you can also see that the triggers have a super textured grip. Now, if you're going really sweaty in Trials of Osiris, your fingers won't slip off the triggers. Now, this super like grip here also extends all the way down the handle as well. So there you go, you've got a dedicated share button, you've got a hybrid D-pad, and you've got super grippy triggers and handles. Now let's just compare this to an older Xbox controller, and yeah, you can see there's no share button, the D-pad is slightly different, and there is no grip on the triggers. Now yes, this controller will also work with your Xbox One X and your Xbox One S. And guys, for all you completionists out there, the Xbox Series X also comes with this getting started guide, although I have no idea what this little handle is here at the end. But yeah, rather odd. So there you go, my friends. That is the Xbox Series X. It's a super nifty bit of tech, and I cannot wait to slot some games into it and start gaming.